Some shows don't just entertain. They burn into your memory and never leave. The Dukes of Hazzard did exactly that. 7 seasons. Unforgettable characters. But when the cameras stopped, real life took over. And for this cast, real life got very interesting. Number 1. John Schneider. He was 18 years old, just 18, and already the lead of one of the biggest shows on American television. John Schneider played Bo Duke across 128 episodes, the fearless, golden-haired younger cousin whose charm made Hazzard County feel alive. The show launched in 1979 and Schneider became an instant star. After the show he kept working steadily, but his personal life brought serious turbulence. 3 marriages, one of them, to Ellie Castle, ended in a brutal legal battle that landed him briefly in jail in 2018 for failing to pay over $600,000 in back alimony. Then he met producer Alicia Allen. They married in 2019 and for the first time things felt genuinely right. He lost her to breast cancer in February 2023. He has been openly heartbroken since. A deleted 2023 tweet about President Biden also triggered a Secret Service investigation. He is 65 today, still standing. Number 2. Tom Wopat. Cool-headed, steady, always with a plan. That was Luke Duke. Tom Wopat was 27 when production began, playing the older Duke cousin across 128 episodes with a quiet authority that perfectly balanced the show's chaos. After Hazzard County, he did something unexpected. He rebuilt himself as a legitimate Broadway performer. Not a celebrity cameo, a genuinely respected stage actor earning real critical praise. He has been married to Kathy Wopat since 1997 and credits her stability for much of that success. But 2017 brought everything crashing down. While rehearsing a Broadway production in Massachusetts, he was arrested and charged with indecent assault and battery involving a female cast member. Cocaine was also found in his vehicle. He pleaded guilty to lesser charges and received 1 year of probation. He is 74 today. The talent was always real, but 2017 cannot be ignored. Number 3. Sorrell Booke. 49 years old when filming began. Present for all 146 episodes, and almost everything audiences assumed about him was completely wrong. Sorrell Booke played Jefferson Davis Boss Hogg, the greedy, white-suited, scheming county commissioner whose bumbling plans kept Hazzard County in permanent chaos. One of television's most recognizable villains. But here is what nobody knew. That massive frame was a fat suit. Booke was never remotely that size in real life. He wore it because the character demanded it and disappeared into it completely. Off-camera, he was a multilingual intellectual who spoke 5 languages fluently. Colleagues called him the smartest person on the entire set. A stunning contrast to the cackling commissioner on screen. He was married to Miranda Nicker from 1958 to 1973 and had 2 children. Sorrell Booke passed away on February 11, 1994 at 64. The performance he left behind has never faded. Number 4. Denver Pyle, 58 years old when the show began, and every single one of those years showed up on screen in the best possible way. Denver Pyle played Uncle Jesse across all 146 episodes, the wise, principled Duke family patriarch whose quiet authority made every scene feel grounded and real. Off-screen, he was full of surprises. For years, Pyle had been quietly investing his acting earnings into oil wells. Nobody talked about it. By the time the show ended, he was considerably wealthier than his humble farming persona ever suggested. Smart, silent moves. He was married twice. First to Marilee Carpenter, raising 2 sons together. Then to Tippy Johnston in 1983, who stayed by his side until the very end. He was named an honorary Texan, a title the South does not give lightly. Denver Pyle passed away Christmas Day 1997 at 77 after a battle with lung cancer. Number 5. Lindsay Bloom, 7 episodes. That is all she had. But Lindsay Bloom made every one of them spark. Born in 1950, she was 29 when she first appeared as Myrtle Tillingham, bringing a natural energy to Hazzard County that audiences immediately responded to. Before acting, she had competed in Miss USA pageants, and that combination of presence and personality came through clearly on screen. Through the late 70s and 80s, she built a steady television career. Recognizable face, consistent work, but her personal life is where the real story lives. She has been married to actor and musician Kip Niven since 1981. Niven himself made guest appearances on the very same show, over 44 years together and still going strong. In Hollywood, that is almost unheard of. Lindsay Bloom is 75 today. Quietly, completely she won. Number 6. James Best. Television has had plenty of bumbling lawmen. None came close to Roscoe. James Best was 52 when the show began, and across 141 episodes he built something genuinely special. That giggling, stumbling, hopelessly lovable sheriff became one of the most iconic comedic performances in television history, and Best made it look completely effortless. After the show he taught acting and painted seriously. His final marriage to Dorothy Best in 1986 lasted 29 devoted years until his death. 3 children who remembered him as a deeply warm family man. Here is the detail that defines him perfectly. He once walked off set mid-season, not over money, because production wasn't providing proper facilities for his dog Flash. That stand led to better conditions for the entire cast. James Best passed away April 6, 2015 at 88, a gentle soul behind that badge. Number 7, Peggy Ree, 19 episodes, and she filled every single one of them completely. Peggy Ree was 58 when she first appeared as Lulu Hogg, Boss Hogg's warm-hearted, long-suffering wife, and she brought a sharp comedic instinct to the role that made her impossible to forget despite the limited screen time. Her career stretched across over 70 television projects, including a beloved role on The Waltons running alongside her Hazzard County appearances simultaneously. Castmates consistently described her as a consummate professional with razor-sharp instincts and a generous presence on set every single day. She never married and had no children, once joking she was simply married to her career. In an industry obsessed with youth, she was still thriving well into her 80s. Peggy Rhea passed away February 5, 2011 at 89. That career speaks entirely for itself. Number 8, Ben Jones. 37 years old when he first slid under the General Lee. Ben Jones spent 142 episodes as Cooter Davenport, Hazzard County's fast-talking, dependable mechanic whose garage was the Duke family's unofficial headquarters throughout the entire series. Reliable, resourceful, always there when it mattered. Then the show ended, and Jones did something nobody saw coming. He ran for Congress, and won, serving as a United States representative for Georgia from 1989 to 1993. From underneath a car hood to the House floor, that transition still turns heads. He and his wife Alma later built Cooter's Place, a chain of museums and shops dedicated entirely to the series that still draws fans nationwide. In recent years, his vocal defense of the Confederate flag on the General Lee has sparked fierce national debate. Ben Jones is 84 today. Never boring, never quiet. Number 9. Sonny Schroyer. In a county full of corrupt lawmen, Enos was different. Sonny Schroyer was 43 when he first pinned on that deputy badge, bringing the lovable, hopelessly decent Enos to life across 98 episodes. He genuinely liked the Duke boys, and was absolutely terrible at hiding it. Audiences loved him for exactly that reason. His character proved popular enough to earn his own spin-off series, simply titled Enos. It launched with real momentum behind it. Cancelled after 1 season, he returned to Hazzard County where he belonged. Now consider this number. Sonny Schroyer is 90 years old, the oldest surviving member of this entire cast, married to Paula Schroyer since 1960, over 65 years together, 2 sons, a quiet private life in Georgia. Castmates have always called him one of the kindest people in the entire industry. Number 10. Waylon Jennings. You never saw his face, but that voice was unmistakable. Waylon Jennings was 41 when he first narrated Hazzard County, guiding audiences through 144 episodes with a storytelling drawl so perfectly suited to the show it became inseparable from it. Remove that voice and something fundamental breaks. Off-screen he was living just as wildly. At the peak of the show's run he was burning through a $1,500 a day cocaine habit. Every single day. He finally got sober in the mid-80s and channeled everything into his music and his marriage to fellow country legend Jesse Coulter, together since 1969. Outlaw country royalty. When the Country Music Hall of Fame inducted him, he refused to attend, called the institution hypocritical, publicly. Waylon Jennings passed away February 13, 2002 at 64. The voice is gone. The legend remains completely intact. Number 11. Rick Hurst. Filling a gap mid-series is never easy. Rick Hurst was 34 when he joined as Deputy Cletus Hogg, Boss Hogg's good-hearted bumbling cousin, stepping in across 55 episodes during Enos's absence. He won the audience over faster than anyone expected. That effortless likability was simply natural. He was married twice. His first marriage produced a son who built his own significant television legacy. That son is Ryan Hurst, widely recognized for his powerful performance as Opie Winston in Sons of Anarchy. 2 generations, 2 very different shows, both leaving a real mark. His second wife Catherine was by his side until the very end. Rick Hurst passed away unexpectedly June 26, 2025 at 79. A recent loss the fan community still feels deeply. Everyone who knew him described exactly the same thing. Pure warmth, zero pretense. Number 12. Byron Cherry. Walk into a room where the audience has already decided against you. That was Byron Cherry's reality from day one. 27 years old when he joined as Coy Duke, one of 2 replacement cousins brought in during the 1982 contract dispute. Across 19 episodes, he faced viewers who had made up their minds before a single frame aired. Ratings dropped. The originals returned. Cherry was out. He has spoken openly about how difficult that experience was. Yet he has continued attending fan conventions for decades, showing up regardless. But the deepest part of his story has nothing to do with television. His firstborn son Byron Cherry Jr. died in a car accident at just 20 years old. He has called that the most painful chapter of his life. Byron Cherry is 70 today, still carrying it, still showing up. Number 13. Don Pedro Colley. Where Roscoe Made You Laugh, Big Ed Made You Nervous. Don Pedro Colley was 40 when he first brought Sheriff Big Ed Little to Hazzard County, appearing across 13 episodes as the one lawman the Duke boys genuinely feared. A stark, deliberate contrast to every other badge in the county. Off-screen, his story goes somewhere completely unexpected. Before acting took over, Colley had come within striking distance of representing the United States as a discus thrower at the 1960 Olympics. An elite athlete who quietly became a character actor, not a path you hear often. He spent his final years living quietly near his hometown in Oregon, survived by 2 children and former partner Roberta. Don Pedro Colley passed away October 11, 2017 at 79. Nothing like the intimidating characters he portrayed. Nothing like them at all. Number 14. Nedra Voles. Most actors are winding down at 71. Nedra Voles was just getting started. She was 71 years old when she first appeared as the feisty, sharp-tongued postmistress Emma Tisdale, stealing scenes across 11 episodes and proving completely that age was no barrier to commanding a screen. Her path to Hollywood was anything but typical. She spent decades as a devoted homemaker, married to Orrin Voles from 1944 until his death in 1987, raising 3 children before the industry finally came calling. A genuine late bloomer in every sense. On set, she became legendary for doing many of her own stunts, driving fast cars, riding motorcycles. Well into her late 70s, the entire cast called her the sweetheart of the production. Nedra Voles passed away January 20, 2003 at 94. Started late, finished legendary. Number 15. Catherine Bach. She turned a pair of denim shorts into one of the most iconic images in television history. Catherine Bach was 25 when she first stepped onto that Hazzard County set in 1979, appearing in all 146 episodes and becoming the undisputed face of the entire series. Audiences connected with Daisy Duke as deeply as any character the show ever produced. At the height of the show's popularity, her famous legs were reportedly insured for $1 million. A tabloid story that followed her for decades whether she wanted it to or not. Her first marriage to David Shaw ended in 1981. She later found genuine happiness with entertainment lawyer Peter Lopez, and together they had 2 daughters. Then in 2010, Lopez died by suicide, a loss that profoundly reshaped her world. She has remained single since, leaning on faith and family. In late 2025, fans were shaken when she was hospitalized following an embolism after minor surgery. She was seen recovering well by November. Catherine Bach is 71 today, resilient through everything. Number 16. Christopher Mayer. He arrived under the worst possible circumstances and handled it with everything he had. Christopher Mayer was 28 when he joined alongside Byron Cherry as the other replacement Duke cousin, sharing 19 episodes during the most turbulent stretch in the show's history. The audience resistance was immediate. The pressure was real. He showed up anyway. His personal life carried its own remarkable footnote. He was previously married to actress Terry Hatcher of Desperate Housewives fame, a brief union lasting from 1988 to 1989, but his story ends with genuine heartbreak. Mayer passed away July 23, 2011 at just 57 from natural causes, made all the more devastating by the timing. He died just days before he was set to marry his fiancée, actress Catherine Hickland. Days away. Those who knew him remembered him with nothing but warmth and deep affection. Which of these stories caught you completely off guard? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you made it this far, you already know what to do. Hit subscribe. There is plenty more where this came from.